everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for 17th Feb expiry trade. Yesterday I could not make a video, but I had posted a couple of observations. I'll be showing you that. See, basically this is the 15-minute chart of Banknifty. After getting this nice short covering move based on the news, today we ended up being a little bearish. On the daily chart, this is how we stand. As of now, we can just make use of no trend lines or such. We can still just have this for reference, because the last time we broke this, we came down so much, right? So again, today we have somewhat taken support over there. We have gone back. Again, today's fall is somewhat taken support over there. So I'm just going to use that trend line. And we will be also using this, which we had earlier drawn. In case we go up, maybe we can hit this high of this trend line. Now, coming to the 15 minutes chart in Bank Nifty to see the possible trades for tomorrow and what happened today. See, after yesterday's nice short covering move, right? Yesterday, it was a very good move. We just kind of scalped we on the bottom side and a little bit on the upside until CPR. Then we honestly didn't expect such a big bounce. These three candles was a move of 800 points. We kind of traded until we expected a short bounce until 37,400 or until this level. That is what our expectation was. So when this bounce came, we stopped. Then probably after taking a break and coming back, we were shocked to see the market had jumped 700 points. Then we came to know that this was a news-based move. So what happens is when a lot of people were short on the downside, and suddenly a small good news comes that related to the Ukraine war, Russia and Ukraine, and a lot of short covering came and we went up. This was a good move. This was the best entry of the day for long. We kind of exited at this inverted hammer because we were a little busy, but missed this move. But if anybody had caught it 800 points in just 45 minutes in 3 15-minute candle, it was brilliant. Now coming for today, I had posted this. I could not make a video, but I had posted this observation on our Telegram channel and Instagram, where just put a small analysis for today, the possible trades. I did mention that a strong resistance can be seen at 38,800. Only if that is broken, we might hit 38,800. The strong resistance, why? Because this was the gap that was being pending to be filled. And over here, we had taken resistance, support so many times, right? That will definitely act as a resistance. Now, what is that gap that was being pending? Is this gap down? This huge gap down of 800 points. All my gap downs, I'll mark it in blue. So this gap down, and on this day when we came up, on the 15th when we came up, there was still we could not completely fill the gap. There was still 260 points pending. So kind of expected that if it come here, we might take resistance. Exactly, we filled the gap today and took resistance. So I'll be getting rid of this line. And even we had this kind of a price action support here. So thought we might be bouncing from here until the CPR. That was our plan. Let me get rid of this. This is also not required. So pretty much same thing happened. We took resistance at 38,400, had a nice dip until 37,800. If I just turn on the CPR, it was almost close to the CPR. We came to the CPR and again got a bounce. And this bounce was pretty easy to catch in intraday today. Why? I'll tell you. First is, on 15 minute, we got a nice hammer. Let me turn off the CPR, irrespective of the CPR. On 15 minutes, we got a nice hammer. And this is where we had the other support line that is close to this high. This candle high, right, where we had another support line. If we fall, we kind of had a view that we might take support here. And even if this level break, there was huge OI put writing at 37,800. So even if this breaks, then our next target was this 37,577, this green zone that is marked. So the moment this nice green candle came, it was a good buy, but a good confirmation came when kind of this trend line broke. And the next candle opened up. We even took this long trade, and we traded only until the previous day high. That is, the dotted line is the previous day high. Until here we were able to trade. Then again on this downside we were able to scalp. Again we went up, took resistance at the same place, formed double top. That is what I'm marking here. We formed this double top, and over here there was a good resistance. See, there was a double top and bearish divergence, and then we got this nice dip on the downside. So today was a sideways day based on white CPR and after getting such a good up move, but still it was very tradable for intraday moves. It was very tradable. A lot of people went long here, went long after this trend line broke and booked profits here. In the morning, few people had shorted who follow us because of the strong resistance. They shorted, they made nice money. Now coming for the trade possibility for tomorrow. See, after this nice move, right, this kind of a sideways move was kind of expected. So we are basically in this range now between 37,060 to 38,400. So the trade for tomorrow is, if we break this high, right, of 38,400 and this previous day high, that is today's high, if we break, we might fill this level. The next resistance level is here, either at the border of this gap, or we might even fill the gap at 38,900. That is one possibility. And in case we go down, for going further down, I'm going to make this line a little thicker. So it's visible. In case we break this 37,800, then we might be going further down. That is, we might hit 37,560 is possible. But based on the open interest, so that's pretty clear. And within this range, we might be sideways again. See, now what is happening is this sideways move will kind of form some kind of a triangle pattern, or like a channel. Something would get formed, and when that breaks out, right, we might get a nice move. We are already in a channel, a small channel between, if I mark it, a small channel will probably look like this. We're already bouncing here, so a breakdown of this or a breakout of this can give us a good move. That's our plan. We'll be looking for that. And looking at the open interest in Banknifty, right, this 38,000 can be a strike price which can swing either way. On the upside, there is some resistance at 38,200. Like, more call sellers have come in today, and on the downside, there is some support at 37,800. So kind of we might be in a range bound between 37,800 and 38,200. If that is broken, then the next resistance is 38,500. In case this 37,800 breaks, next significant resistance is only 37,500. No doubt all the call sellers also have exited. So that is with respect to Bank Nifty. Now, if we check Nifty, now looking at the Nifty daily chart, again after a good move yesterday, we have this kind of an red candle. It's not a doji, it's not a very bearish candle, but just a red candle. We kind of had this trend line. We kind of have this trend line since 3 points are taking resistance here. So this can be a good trend line. If this is broken, 17,489 is broken, we can see higher levels. This is another place where we might take resistance tomorrow, because we have taken resistance already thrice, right? So this can be a nice trend line that we can use. Otherwise, shifting to this is a daily chart of Nifty. Now shifting to a 15-minute chart of Nifty, the lines that I had is kind of like, we'll be drawing the levels now, no problem. We're putting a support at 17,250 and putting a resistance at 17,488, and we have this entire gap that probably still Nifty needs to fill. See, this gap down was filled by Nifty almost yesterday itself, right? this huge gap down that we had. This top gap is still pending. Even today when we went higher, we have not broken it. So, and anything coming, if we break this, we could take possible support here and this recent high. So these are the markings that I have for Nifty. In case we break this high, right, 17,480, we might fill this gap at 17,580 and then probably go to 17,640. And in case we break this 17,250 on the downside, we might take the next target would be 17,100, but it's too far away. So we can definitely go with the CPR levels or keep even half of this, exactly half of this as one target at 17,888. Even in Nifty, there was a beautiful bearish divergence where the price was making a higher high and the indicator was RSI was making a lower low, and then we got this fall. The overall structure based on the daily chart in Nifty and Banknifty, it is still bullish. Now if I just go to a daily chart, it is just because of this small, see this is a very strong candle irrespective of news or whatever. We go by price action. It's not that just because of news we went up, will fall again. It doesn't look like that, but what do you say? This is a nice bullish candle. After that, there is no good green bullish follow-up, but it's still not a very bearish candle where we might fall again. But even if the fall happens, we have our levels. We'll short below the levels that we have marked. And the same even with Banknifty. Just because of the red candle, it doesn't mean again we're going to fall like 1,000, 2,000 points. Tomorrow might be even a green day, but this is a very bullish candle in both Nifty and Banknifty. So in case we are trading on the upper side, it will be if this level of 38,400 breaks, anything on the lower side is 37,800 breaking. We'll just look at the Nifty open interest. See, Nifty, we have a pretty good resistance at 17,400 and a good support at 17,300. It doesn't look like 17,300 is easy to break tomorrow. We might be in this range for some time, 300 and 17,400. If 17,400 is taken out, then probably 17,500 will come. But breaking 17,500 is difficult. And on the downside, breaking 17,300 is difficult because there's huge put writing that's come in today. Now, if you look at the chart for 17,300, where it will come. Yeah, exactly around this area. So this might be a very good support, this line that we have drawn. It's coming around 250. So probably any dip until here, if we get a nice bullish candle, we can buy for higher levels as a target. And significant resistance is 400 and 500. Some put writers have come in at 17,400 also today. Overall, there is even a possibility of the Nifty and Banknifty remaining sideways. No, the CPR was white today. Tomorrow we have a slightly narrow CPR, so indicating a little more trending move, not like this up, down. It's like down, up, down. We might have one-sided trending move on the upside or downside based on the pivots, because we have the narrow pivots and narrow CPR, which is good. So that's it for Nifty and Banknifty. Let's see how it goes. Hope this Thursday we can make some money. Thank you.